Whew, good morning everybody, welcome back to HPI Auto. We're starting this video off in the 2017 BMW i8. I apologize if I sound a little sick. I've been dealing with a head cold all day and it's not fun anymore. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So this is a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder BMW that honestly, I'm going to start the video off by saying I really do think that this car could have been such a game changer if BMW had released it a couple of years later. I think they released it in like 2014 or something, or 2015. That was the first iteration. It could have been such a good car if had they waited. I truly do like the i8 platform. I think it's a good platform. I think the hybrid technology is there, but like I said, I feel like they could have waited and just made a real just banger of a car if they just waited. But anyways, diving more into it. Anyways, you're producing around 238 to the wheel, so it's not the fastest thing out there. It's definitely not the fastest thing out there, especially for cars in its class. It compares pretty good against other hybrids in its class. But by today's standards, I mean, you look at the SF90, that's a hybrid, and that just smokes it. I'm just gonna keep reiterating that this, again, could have been such a good car had they waited. As far as driving it though, it's very comfortable. This is very much a sports-orientated car, and I really do like the fact that BMW put so much heart and soul into this car. We've got I believe it's a full carbon shell on the car, which is really, really cool, and I'll show you guys that in just a bit. You can hear the motor really start to pick up where the battery lacks. I believe the battery range on it is like 15 or 20 miles on it. It wasn't a lot, which is a pretty disappointing factor, if I'm being honest. Driving it around though, it is really comfortable, and I've driven a couple of these now, and I've gotten really familiar with them, and I think they're really good cars inside. It does have a little bit more of a dated BMW interior, but if you want, they do have tons of aftermarket support as far as aesthetics go. I think I've seen some people put like custom exhausts on these things, so you can get some sound out of that little 3-cylinder back there if you really want it. But I would mostly focus on the aesthetics. You know, I know there's some body kits out there. There's some carbon fiber pieces, and you can also do wheels, tires, suspension, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's where my main focus would be if I were to own one. I wouldn't really try and go for a performance aspect. Anyways, this one sits at about 9,200 miles on here, and for 2017, this thing has been babied. It's been well taken care of. The interior is incredibly clean. You got a really nice black leather interior with hints of silver, gray, blue. It's all very cohesive, which I like, especially just in BMWs. I think when the interior flows really well, it makes the car so much better. As far as the 0 to 60 time, it's like 6 seconds or something. Something very disappointing. That's just my opinion. But let's go ahead and hop out of the car, and I'm going to show you guys the exterior and a little bit more of this interior. Yeah, it's a really comfortable ride. I really do like i8s. They have like the tiniest little soft spot in my heart. So this is the interior of this 2017 BMW i8. Like I said, it's a little bit of a dated interior from BMW, but again, this car came out in, I think, 2014, 2015, so it's a little bit, or I think even like 2013. I could be totally mistaken on that. I do like the steering wheel. It's not too bad on the hands, and it feels really comfortable. I like the sporty style of it. Do love those paddle shifters. You do have a full electric gauge display right there. Moving into your center console area, you've got a nice display screen right there. All your AC and your radio controls right here. And then moving down, you do have your gear selector, your power button right there. You do have all of your driving modes as well as your cameras and park sensors right there. Your e-brake is over here. You do have that navigational dial like we've seen in other cars before, especially in BMW. I think they were some of the first to use this little dial. Under here, you do have a little storage with plug-in availability. You got one cup holder up front, which isn't too bad. Moving into the center console again, you've got more storage right here, I believe. What is that for? What are you for? I don't know what you're for. You plug into something. I don't know what you do. I'm not gonna mess with it. But you do have more storage right there. Nothing too crazy as far as storage goes, but as far as your armrest, you do have a lot of good space right here between you and the passenger. It's a nice little like division wall right there. Moving into the back seat area, you'll notice that you do have those two back seats back there. You do have two cup holders. You have a really nice speaker system right there. Tons of room overall, I think, I do really think that there's tons of room in the i8, so you can really enjoy the cruise. You can enjoy a good drive with this thing. The gas mileage is, right now I'm getting like 31 miles per gallon, which isn't too bad at all. Again, it's a 1.5 liter, 3-cylinder, so you're going to get some pretty good gas mileage out of it. But overall, just really good room, really good space, and I do like the appeal of i8s, I really do. But let's go ahead, I'm going to sit back there real quick and see what that looks like. I don't think this is meant for like really tall people back here because my head's absolutely hitting the top of this roof right now. This is so weird. Why is this seat so weird? I think this is like the California where you have 2 back seats, but they're not really used for full-grown adults. I'm so tall back here. This is ridiculous. This is a little funny. Yeah, I feel like I could just backseat drive right now. Like it's interesting. I don't think it's safe for my head to be this tall. So I don't think it's safe for really tall people. Maybe you could put your little kids back here. You do have a hookup for car seats back here. So that's something to keep in mind. You know, maybe if you need a really cool parent cruiser, this is it right here. But looking at the interior from this perspective, it's really clean. You can get a better understanding of the flow and what I mean by how it all just works cohesively. And it's just really nice design. I really do love this. I'm going to take a picture. This is so nice. So opening up the butterfly doors, much like a McLaren a little bit, you'll see all the carbon fiber detail that I've been talking about earlier. You do have this. It's really, really cool. I love how it's exposed right there. And even right here in the door sill, you can see this is all like a carbon fiber shell, which is a really cool feature from BMW. So this is a really steep kind of gap to get into here, but it's not too bad if you can find a way to get into it. It's not too shabby. You do really sink into the ground here with this seat, so it's not too bad, but just keep that in mind. But this is the exterior of this 2017 BMW i8. Really clean exterior. You got the full, I believe it's the Alpine white, and then you have all the black accents. You got the traditional BMW badge right there. Really nice 5 triple spoked wheels, I guess that's what you would call it. But overall, really nice design. I love the design of this. I think it's a little funky looking at first, obviously, but if you understand aerodynamics, you understand airflow, you'll kind of appreciate this a little bit more, just with how these body lines go and how the design is overall and how much it works together. Now looking at the trunk, looks like you got a little cover right there, and then you've got all of your little trunk space back there. So it's not too much. It's not a whole lot of space to work with, but it is actually really deep. But I kind of like this. It's a little privacy screen, so it kind of just keeps it clean, keeps it flowing well. So just a quick look. This is what, with both of the doors open, this is what it looks like. I think it looks really cool. I love that it reminds me a little bit of the MP412C. You got the butterfly doors, and it's just pretty clean look. I appreciate the i8 so much. So I didn't probably exit the video, and I apologize about that. But if you're interested in checking out the BMW i8, please check out the link in the description below. Check out more photos and get in contact with the team about looking at the car, test driving it. Definitely give them a chance, but I really do think that the i8 could have been such a better car if they had just waited a little bit longer. Anyways, I'm sitting inside the SharkWorks GT3 RS that we have available for sale. So, yeah. Evan, if you're watching this, we need to film this video. We need to film a buyer's guide on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.